Past 4 consecutive months, we've been going through inflation with an
First of all, you gotta know, this girl asks a question at the yearly shareholder meeting of Berkshire Hathaway, the company of Warren Buffett, and after she asks the question, he will answer it. That's how it goes there.
inflation rate north of 7% for the first time since 1982. You both have experienced this before, from 1970 to 1975, at a time where your portfolio took paper losses, and yet you made some of the best investment choices of your life. Reflecting on that, my question is, if you had to pick one stock to bet on,
You gotta know Warren Buffett, he never shares what he wants to invest in. That's quite obvious.
You kind of snuck up on us there for a second.
and be resilient in the inflation, which would you choose? And what specifically enables that stock to do very well in what very likely be a difficult market?
Well, I'll tell you something even better than that one stock. Maybe we'll get to one stock, but the best thing you can do is to be exceptionally good at something. If you're the best, if you're the best doctor in town, if you're the best lawyer in town, if you're the best whatever it may be, no matter whether people are paying you with $1 zillion or paying you, they're going to give you some of what they produce in exchange for what you deliver.
That's really something that is really important, especially when you want to invest in cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin. First of all, you gotta have a skill that you can market or sell so that you actually have the capital to invest in. Because I see that way too often that that other people that don't really have money think, yeah, they can get rich quick. And yeah, I just invest in Bitcoin. But first of all, you gotta get a skill that is something that is valuable for society, and then you can still invest in Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation. And actually, your skill is also a hedge against inflation. And yeah, he will show why that is the case.
And if you've got it, and if you're the one they pick out to do any particular activity, sing or play baseball or be their lawyer, whatever it may be, whatever abilities you have can't be taken away from you. They can't actually be inflated
That's
away
right.
from you. Somebody else will give you some of the wheat they produce or the cotton or whatever it may be, and they will trade you for the skill you have. So the best investment by far is anything that develops yourself. And it can't, not taxed, so that's what I would do.
I got some advice for you too. When you have your own retirement account and your friendly advisor suggests you put all the money into Bitcoin, just say no.
So, guys, if you don't already know it, this guy on the right of Warren Buffett is Charlie Munger, and he does not really like Bitcoin. I have made a video about that as well. And I also, even as a pro Bitcoin investor, I gotta say he is right. You should not put all your retirement into Bitcoin. That's a stupid move because yeah, it's still very volatile, and you don't should not put all your eggs in one basket. And that's really important because if Bitcoin goes down a lot or even crashes or you lose your private key to your wallet or whatever else, if something like FTX happens again, then you're basically screwed and your retirement is away. You can now say, yeah, that can be true with every asset, like the housing market can crash, a bank can crash, but to put everything just in one thing, and especially your retirement that you need afterwards so that you can actually retire, that's not a good move. I gotta, yeah, be on the side of Charlie Munger here. Don't put all your retirement funds or savings into Bitcoin.
Yeah. Nobody can take away from you the talent you have. I mean, and the truth is that the world will always be willing, they'll need to do something, and some people will not have skills, and they will get less of the product of the society than somebody who has other skills. And sometimes that has something to do with education, but a good bit of the time it doesn't have anything to do with education. I mean, but just figure out what you'd like to be, and figure out how. And what you'd like to be is what you're going to likely be good at. And you know, the world will always need somebody on that tube to tell us what's going on. So, you know, study Becky Quick or somebody and figure out, you know, what makes her good, and what you sort of naturally bring to the game. I mean, I could have. Who's the guy that says you got to spend 10,000 hours doing this or that? And then Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell, you know, would say just spend 10,000 hours on something. Well, I could have spent 10,000 hours trying to become a heavyweight boxer, but I don't think I'd have felt very good at the end of the 10,000 hours. I mean, you stumble in to what you really like doing, what you're good at, what's is useful to society, and then it doesn't make any difference whether the dollar bill, you know, is now worth, in terms of the purchasing power, a cent or a half a cent or a hundredth of a cent. If you're the best doctor in town, you know, they'll bring you chickens, they may, whatever they may do, but they can't take it away from you.
Yeah, that's a good ending word because yeah, the video is almost done. And yeah, I gotta totally agree. If you invest in yourself and if you have some valuable skills that society is willing to pay for you, and yeah, it doesn't matter if the market goes up or down, they will always pay you and they have to adjust your payments according to the value that you give. For example, if you are a doctor, then yeah, some people need surgery and yeah, they need it if the economy is good or bad. And obviously they are willing to pay you for that. And if you have a skill like that, then you will always make money and then you will always have money to invest in whatever asset you want to have. It could be Bitcoin or something else, but I really believe that's a really, really good Bitcoin investment strategy if you want to go that way. Invest in your skills first, then make the money, and yeah, you can even scale it up if you open up your own business, and then you don't really have to trade time against money. Then you can leverage your business with yeah, technology, software, or your employees, and then you make even more money. And if you then put money into Bitcoin, and have a store of value that is not inflatable. That's basically the best Bitcoin investment strategy that you can have, and that's what I believe. And yeah, that's the ending word of this video. I have some other videos somewhere up here, and I would love if you check them out as well. Bye, guys.